Hail, adventurers. Welcome back to the Wyvern's Lair. I am DM Wyvern, returning to the grand adventure that is Baldur's Gate 3 this evening here at the Wyvern's Lair. We're continuing our Dark Urge origin character playthrough. And I cannot wait to dive back into the Forgotten Realms and continue our journey into darkness. But before we do that, let me go ahead and greet all the adventurers who we have here at the beginning of the latest tale here at the Wyvern's Lair. We're joined by fellow adventurers Lisa saying, "Is it double streaming day?" And nobody told me. I apologize about that, Lisa. It is indeed a double streaming day. I'm still off work until January 2nd, so I can live carefree for a few more days and stream a little bit more. So with that hall pass in hand, I am back here with a session of Baldur's Gate 3, having just concluded our first episode of our Baldur's Gate 2 co-op with the adventuring party involved in that campaign. We're also joined by Donald with the wave of the hand, the friendly wave of the hand, or the wacky face. Always good to have you here, Donald. And we got Hollow here too. Hollow Fourth, thank you for being here. Alright, Lisa says it's cool. I'll watch the other one later. I'm happy you're having a fun time. I am having a grand time, Lisa. It is so nice to be away from work. Alright, let's go see if Fireforge is here. Fireforge might be hanging out with us on stream. Let's see if Fireforge is around. The man, the myth, the dwarven legend himself, adventurers, please join me in welcoming our good friend, Flint Fireforge.
Hello again, my good friend, Mr. Wyvern. All of you out in the lair watching. Glad you're here, and I am also glad to be here.
Glad to have you here, Fireforge. I'm actually going to go ahead and stream a Baldur's Gate 3 for you here on Discord, so you can follow in real time as we head back into our adventure here. Fireforge, thanks so much for offering to hang out with me. I've been through Act 1 before, so, you know, I feel like a little more relaxed about having company while I make my way back to Act 2, which would sort of draw me towards fresh content, fresh story content. So I feel like, and we've done this before, everyone's been here before, for the most part, on my my original Dark Urge playthrough. So we're back. We're back here in the Hag's Lair.
Yeah, well, like you, I've got the hall pass right now. I've got nothing going on. It's just enjoying the holiday vacation time. So I am very happy to be back and enjoying you working your way through this. I loved last episode where you kind of saw what Karlak can do.
Oh, Karlak's amazing.
She's such a great character in general, and just the barbarian class there's so much potential that barbarian class has. I think it's a little underrated when you compare it, when you see those big numbers that the Pally and the Smites can do. I think it gets a little brushed aside, and I think people need to realize what kind of incredible damage you can do with it.
Yeah, no, I kind of am regretful that I didn't take a redemption path for this playthrough, but I have evil unfinished business with my Dark Urge, so that's what we're gonna pursue in this Let's Play. But Karlak presents herself as an intriguing character, incredibly well written, incredibly well voice acted. So I'm already kind of regretful that we may say goodbye to Karlak at some point towards the end of Act 1 here. I like the little jigs that she does too, and she's in idle mode there. Pavel actually pointed out something very galaxy brain to me in the comments. I haven't had a chance to respond back to Pavel, one of our fellow adventurers here who's familiar with Baldur's Gate 3, but he said that these potions that you can see here, lost time, butterflies in the stomach, missing pets, wilted dreams, they all cause all kinds of serious maladies. And so I was gonna walk by them and not mess around with them. But what Pavel said is you still want to take them because you could actually throw them onto enemies and inflict the conditions that these potions have on enemies. That's almost like a grenade.
That's a big brain play. I can say that I have not done that. I did my first run, sit there and drink them all just to see what would happen. knowing full well I'm pulling random potions off of a hag's shelf. I knew I was fairly confident there wouldn't be a lot of good things, but I was curious as to wanting to do it anyway.
just so you're aware, Fireforge, they actually each of these potions do give you a description of what exactly they do. So, for example, I have open Will to Dreams here, and as you can see here, it actually explains exactly what it does until long rest. Something waits for the creature's sleep. It takes 3 to 18 psychic damage during its next long rest. So some of these things aren't really even applicable onto enemies, right? Because the enemies don't ever take a long rest on you. But we'll pick them up anyway just for the collection of it. Let's see. Take a look at Lover's Avarice here. A rotten until long rest. Wisdom is definitely reduced by 1. That you could use that to your advantage by throwing that onto an enemy, reducing their wisdom, basically making it harder for them to make certain kinds of saves.
Yeah, those are the kind of big brain plays that I don't often make. I've said before that I'm kind of a brute force player. So those kind of big brain plays are a little bit outside of my general purview, but I can definitely appreciate.
Yeah,
that is a strategy.
I don't want to make waste of these things. They seem like situationally they can be fun to use. So we're gonna go ahead and send them to the camp. Well, do we want to hang on to them? Guess we'll hang on to them. I'm gonna go ahead and drop a save on my character. We're gonna do something big here, which of course is to consume the hag's hair. Auntie Ethel's hair. Consuming this piece of fey flesh grants a permanent +1 bonus to strength. 2 lice still scurry around on the little flap of skin attached to this clump of matted, crusty hair. Disgusting. Off we go. We're gonna eat it. And let's see. So I see that your ability points come from 8 base +1 from Auntie Ethel's boon. Alright, that's gonna be big for us. So let's go ahead and use the mushroom circle here. If there's anything else for us to interact with. That brings us back to the putrid bog. Outlander walking on air. Karlach is inspired. Outlander, you grew up in the wilds, learning to survive far from the comforts of civilization. Surviving unusual hazards of the wild will enhance your prowess and understanding. Walking on air, successfully use a fairy ring. Okay. Interesting. So that is, in fact, a fairy ring. We have Myrina here. We saved the clutches of Auntie Ethel. Alright. When we enter cutscenes Fireforge, let's let them play out undisturbed and give that cinematic experience to the adventurers here.
Gods! Didn't hear you coming. I know I should head home, but I can't bring myself to leave. The thought of putting him in a wheelbarrow and making the journey all over again.
I'm gonna say, I found a wand. I think I can resurrect your husband.
What? You can?
You feel a surge of power from the wand. The air suddenly tastes acrid. It wants to be used.
Bring it back! Bring Connor back! Please!
Point the wand towards the coffin.
What? What's happening? Why is he still dead?
something pull at you. The creature yearns for a master.
What have you done to him?
I'm going to say, so the hag fulfills her promise. It can never be simple, can it?
But this isn't what she promised. I wanted him back the way he was, not this.
I'm going to say, don't worry, I have the wand. I'll make use of him.
You bastard! Give him back! I thought you were going to help! I thought...
There we go. We completed Save Myrina. Item received second marriage. Let's take a look at this. We got a journal update here. We decided to keep Myrina's husband for ourselves. Distraught, Myrina left. Alright, there we go. And we have our new companion, Connor Vinderblad.
Evil wyvern.
Vinderblad, not the most talkative of sorts. Let's take a look at our inventory here. I gotta send some of this back to someone here. Are we encumbered? No, we're not encumbered just yet. Okay, good. How are the adventurers doing in live chat? I know we have Lisa here, Hollow, and Donald. I wonder if we have anyone else lurking there in the background as we get back into Baldur's Gate 3 here.
Oh, the Wiz Guar has joined us.
Hey, the Wiz, Drake of the Wyvern's Lair. Thank you for being here, thy Wiz. Thank you for the support this past year. I'm very grateful for it. To all the Drakes, for that matter. You included Fireforge. Take a look at the wicker basket here. Ah, an old floppy hat.
Hat.
Whacked around more often than a clown in a tragedy. That's a great description for this this hat here. Hey, we got Rex here. Philosopher's Rex.
Rex. You know, I know that it's a strong thing that a lot of people don't like, being like costume gear and that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I really, some of those hats and stuff that are in the game are so fun. Yeah, and I know you can use the camp clothes, but the camp clothes don't include a hat. I wish the camp clothes included a hat slot, because some of those hats are just, they're so goofy, and sometimes it would just be fun to throw on like a cowboy hat and pajamas and be running around the world.
Yeah, so that you don't have a hat slot in camp?
Not for your camp clothes. No, your camp clothes are just
okay.
It's like the one unit of clothes, which is kind of the whole outfit, and then shoes.
Got you. I get
and
it.
And then there's the underwear slot, which is under that even. You can go even further, but there's not a hat slot related to that.
Ah, that is very peculiar. That is peculiar. Philosopher's Rex.
Considering that they give you those hats, those goofy hats, literally throughout the game, and by the time you get to the Grove, you almost don't have a use for any of them, even though they're fun.
Yeah, no, you make a very good point. Adventurers, please join me in welcoming Philosopher's Rex here to the Wyvern's Lair. Philosopher's, what a great first session of Baldur's Gate 2 with you and Fireforge and the rest of the adventuring table. Thank you so much for making the time for it. I'm looking forward to gaming with you in the months ahead. The Wiz says camp clothes should be only a hat. Let's take a look as well.
I know. I appreciate.
Oh, we got a cinematic here.
Dead flesh lies below. A great deal of it.
A fetid smell assaults your nostrils. Dead flesh lies below. A great deal of it. Drink from the well? Oh my goodness. That doesn't sound like a very smart idea, does it, Fireforge? But you know what? We're up for disgusting things. Let's go and drink from the well. We are an evil Dark Urge after
A
all.
warm rush of power flows through you. You feel stronger, faster, better.
Oh, that's interesting. I actually got a buff. Refreshed. Hit point maximum increased by 10 until the next long rest.
Huh.
Look at that. That was quite surprising. Rex says, I had a lot of fun. Glad to hear it.
Yeah, I was just saying, I know I appreciate having Rex in the party being so knowledgeable about the game. Is that my knowledge, like that, I played chunks and a good portion of the BG games back in the day, but my knowledge is so very limited on them. So it's really cool to have him there and kind of giving us that little bit of extra.
Were you aware of the possibility of getting a buff from that Wellfire Forge?
Nope, sure wasn't.
We have Gendril here. Let's see what he wants.
Ah, stranger. Forgive the aroma.
You catch a waft of something foul, metallic, and sickly sweet.
Powdered iron vine. An old hunter's trick. Most monsters will think twice before making a meal of me.
You're a monster hunter. I'm surprised. I thought all Ger were vagrant cutthroats.
Say nothing.
And more. We steal chickens, curse your crops, seduce your daughters, the list goes on. I wish I had half the power settled folk think my people possess. Alas, I am a simple wanderer. A simple wanderer and monster hunter. But I'm no witch doctor or cutthroat.
I'm going to say, I assume you want to kill the hag. I'm going to say, so what monster are you hunting?
Something terrifying, no doubt. Dragon? Cyclops? Kobold?
Nothing so dramatic. I'm hunting for a vampire spawn. His name is Astarion, but I fear he's gone to ground. I hope the hag of these lands can help me flush him out, if I can afford her blood price.
I'm going to say, and when you find this Astarion, you'll kill him.
Not this time. My orders are to capture him.
Oh. And bring him where exactly?
Baldur's Gate. My people wait for me there.
Only a spawn? Pity. Not like it's a real vampire.
I don't know. I'm sure a vampire spawn could still rip out your throat if he felt like it.
He is right, unfortunately. They are only weak when compared to their masters. During the day, we have the advantage, but at night, when they hunt, you'll not find a more deadly quarry.
Yes, I'm sure they can creep right up on you. Interesting. Astarion, what do you think?
That's Astarion? No. Impossible.
These days, I'm making the impossible look easy. May I?
Nod.
Excellent.
The vampire? It can't be.
Alright, there we go, Fireforge. Facing off against Gendril here. We got Shadow Hearts. Let's see, how are we doing? We can't figure out how many rests we have. Gendril has 64 hit points. Quite a few hit points, actually. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get in a Bless on the Dark Urge and on Karlach, and why not on Astarion too. And then we're going to go ahead and channel Spiritual Weapon, and we're going to bring out a Great Sword right here. And end turn. Alright, with Astarion, what do we want to do here? Scorching Ray, 75% chance to hit. That's not too bad, actually. Actually, what I'd like to do is I'd like to test out. Let's go ahead and haste Karlak. I think that's the play here. Then we're going to go ahead and Vampire Bite Gandrel. And then turn. Good hit from Dark Urge. Concentration broken. We lost haste. Hunter's Mark on Astarion. Gandrel. Cheeky bugger.
Everything's going dark.
What's happening with Karlak? She's lethargic, consumed by exhaustion, the aftermath of haste, can't move or take actions, bonus actions, or reactions. My goodness.
How'd she lose it already?
What happened was
you must lose concentration.
I lost concentration with Astarion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happened. That happened. We still have Bless on the Dark Urge. Let's go ahead and can we cast? There's no way to go invisible, is there? Move the sword. We can. Move the sword right over here. We can go Lacerate on Gandrel. 50% chance to hit. We miss. But now that sets up a backstab with the Dark Urge here. Let's throw Hunter's Mark on Gandrel. And then let's oh, can only be used once per turn. I already had a sneak attack against this character, apparently. Fine. Let's see. 32 hit points. Let's blind Gandrel. Target is not blocked. That looks good. Excellent. He should be blinded. Yeah. And turn. Alright. And turn with the spiritual weapon. We're back up with Shadowheart. Let's cast Sacred. What's this called? Guiding Bolts. 84% chance to hit. And
Solidarity keeps the troop together.
Crit took care of it. So much for Gandrel. Let's talk to Gandrel, see what he was about. The corpse is too damaged. Damn it. All the different ways, you know, your game can change, right? If we hadn't defeated Gandrel as we did, we might have been able to talk to him and find out a little bit more about why he was sent here. Gandrel's Aspiration, 5 to 14 damage. Fellow of monsters, you advantage against monstrosity type enemies. Weapon enchantment +1. It's a heavy crossbow. When Gandrel was 7, he was frightened badly by a vampire spawn during a public burning. Seized by the flames, the creature didn't shrivel up. It swelled and burst like a squeezed leech. Brains splattered the boy's shoes, gray, pink, and pulpy. We'd never forget it. Interesting. Send that to the camp. Can't think of well, maybe we'll give it to Karlak. Maybe Karlak can use it. Let's see.
Hey, good looking.
Yeah, Karlak can actually use it. So we'll put it on Karlak. Send that to camp. Send the scale mail to camp too. AC 13. We're looking good. Karlak, our wife. What a great character.
Nothing hurts anymore.
Alright, let's see what we got here. Got some dagger root we can pick up. Man, I just love how terrifying the swamp is. Fireforge.
Yeah.
All these eerie shrines built by the Green Hag, worshipping whatever fell powers hags worship. Like I was saying on my stream last night, if I ran into Auntie Ethel in her hag form IRL, I just drop dead from fright.
Right?
I just keel over.
Have to keep going.
Goblins, no problem.
Yeah, this whole environment and that just everything with the hag in the basement. Oh my, yeah.
Straight out of a horror movie. The designers,
Correct.
I'm sure, really had fun with that. All right. I think we can go ahead and leave the swamp for the time being. Okay, I'm just trying to think what we need to do here. We actually need to go back to camp. Let's go to camp. Do I need to talk to anyone here? No, it looks like we're all good. I'm gonna throw down a save. Thy Wiz says, have you run across the frog? I have. I fought the frog in my first time through trying to complete my Dark Urge origin story playthrough Thy Wiz. What is the frog? What's the frog about, Fireforge? I don't mind some spoilers, seeing as how I've already encountered and fought it before.
You know, Gon was trying to tell me about the frog, and honestly, in all my time playing it, I've never actually even seen it.
Oh, really?
So I am unaware exactly of what it is, and when we tried to find it, and it wasn't where he seemed to remember it.
Oh, interesting.
So I have never actually seen it.
Oh, then we should hunt it down. Thy Wiz says, so what do you know about the frog, Thy Wiz? Adventurers, please join me in welcoming Drake of the Wyvern's Lair and our good friend, fellow content creator, Saw Valon, saying Happy New Year's.
Saw Valon.
Good to have you here, Saw. Alright, time to do something different here. So we're gonna go restat up our character. We're gonna want lots in dexterity still. What? Really? Okay, 16. We don't want to have that bad of a constitution. That looks good. Let me take a look at my setup here. We got sleight of hand maxed out, intimidation maxed out. That looks good. Yeah, we're still working with this, I think. All right. We're level 5. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm good with this. You can go ahead and confirm this. And let's go ahead and level up our Dark Urge here. Thy Wiz says it's addled. I believe it was tortured by the hag. Is there a way to cure it, Thy Wiz? Alright. We're actually going to go with Assassin here. And for our feet, we're going to choose Great Weapon Master.
So I have a question for you, Wyvern. You know, and I know you've talked about Great Weapon Master. I mean, so does that apply to the longsword? Because the longsword technically isn't a great weapon, right? I mean, you're using it two-handed, but that doesn't make it a great weapon, does it?
It does, because if you see here under the Great Weapon Master description, it says attacks with melee weapons you are proficient with and are wielding in both hands can deal an additional 10 damage at the cost of a -5 attack roll penalty.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Huh. All right.
I know, it's a curious little thing.
Yeah, and that sword is very interesting. You know, like you pointed out the other night, being a longsword that is a finesse weapon. It's just very, very interesting.
Yeah. And if we take a look at my character, let's see if this worked out. There we go. I have an 18 strength, thanks to Auntie Hethel's bonus that she provided me.
Yeah.
And I got a +4 to my attack, and +5 to damage overall because of my weapon enchantment. Yeah, that worked out really well. I like my dex. We still have a pretty high dexterity. That worked out just as I was hoping. Sase's plans for the new year regarding games in the new year. You can't play Baldur's Gate 3 forever.
Or can you?
Or can you? That's true. Great question, Sa. So, plans for the new year. Definitely go ahead and complete my Dark Urge Origin playthrough here. That's definitely something that I want to accomplish. I want to continue and complete my Rogue Trader single-player playthrough. Of course, we're doing it co-op with the adventuring party as well. Looking forward to returning to that in the new year 2 here at the Wyvern's Lair. Sprinkle in with the odd Starfield stream, and I think that's a pretty good start for the new year. So we have the Baldur's Gate 2 co-op, the Rogue Trader co-op, Rogue Trader single player, Baldur's Gate 3 single player, some Starfield. That's quite the schedule.
It is.
By,
especially if there's aspirations of potentially War Tales and aspirations of that other little run with Queen and us as well. So
that is right.
You have quite a bit on your plate, sir.
That is correct. So what I think I'm going to do is I'll probably complete the this Dark Urge playthrough, and then I'll probably reach out to you and Queen Tiamat and Gon and see what we can do in the way of a co-op playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3. And hopefully we do something new. What I would say is I couldn't kill the frog before I got to the hag. After the hag, I couldn't find it again. Interesting. We got Cupid Stunt 1988 here, adventurers, joining us here at the Wyvern's Lair. Please extend a Wyvern's Lair welcome to Cupid Stunt, saying, thought I'd drop in as I follow Wolfhard FPS and heard him mentioning you a few times. Talk to the frog after killing the hag. He'll give you loot. And there you go. Sase's want to play Star Citizen together. I don't feel the same way about Star Citizen as I do about Starfield, Sa. And I personally have a lot of issues with how Cloud Imperium has monetized that game over the years. Selling basically, in-game ships for hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. It makes me, yeah. I'm not entirely comfortable with I understand that they've used the excitement of the fan base and the willing of the fan base to finance the development of that title, but I'll wait until it comes out of early access and Cloud Imperium games feel like it's a fully released product. But should we do something in the way of a co-op together? Saw, absolutely. I would love to figure out something with you in the new year, and hopefully we can both find a game that we're enthusiastic to play and check out together. Lisa says, welcome to the lair, Cupid Stunt. I love your handle. That's awesome. Yeah, it's a pretty cool handle. Let's go and find that frog, Fireforge. I think that's a good little... Let's go and find that frog.
Yeah.
Let's go and find that frog. Sounds like a good idea. Let's go ahead and end the day. Oh, we got a cutscene.
Hellsfire. She's coming.
Well, you've been naughty. And you know what happens when you're naughty.
Gods damn it. Anyone but her.
Just who in the nine hells are you?
Well, you absolute stinker. You kept me a secret secret? Time to let the Hellcat out of the bag. Call me Mizora. I'm Will's patron, the fount of his power. My pet's been unruly, and his leash needs a yank. We had a deal, Will. But Karlak's still breathing.
I've taken more pleasant shits than you, Mizora. And at least those can be buried after.
That's no kind of talk for a lady. By the way, Karlak, Zariel sends her regards.
You told me! Devils only! She's a tiefling, not a monster!
How precious. The little pupster's found his bark.
Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless.
Karlak meets the criteria by virtue of having no heart.
I'm gonna say, get to the point, Devil. What do you want?
The point? Oh, yes. Thanks for the reminder.
Will burns in the fires of Avernus. The lightning storms of Dis strike his flesh. His soul passes through each layer of the hells, gaining their essence and their torment.
That's better.
What the hells have you done?
A promise broken, a price paid. You know the terms.
Get used to the new form, pet.
There's no going back. Some magic even I can't undo.
Now, let's see how the frontiers fare without their precious blade.
Karlak, keep an eye on him, would you? I'll be keeping mine on you. Oh, and Will, don't forget, our pact still stands. Ta-ta.
Another great character.
Absolutely.
Writing in this game, Fireforge. Saw says, gotta go. Happy New Year's, guys. Thanks so much for coming by. Saw Adventures, please join me in wishing our good friend, fellow content creator, Drake of the Wyvern's Lair, Savalon, a Wyvern's Lair farewell.
It's absolutely something else that they have accomplished with this game. Just amazing. And you still have that graphic bug by her tent, huh?
Yep.
Gee.
There's something that causes it. It's like, yeah, it's so bizarre. It's this pillow there that's causing it. As long as I don't have it in view, I'm fine. Let's talk to Karlak.
So weird.
It's weird. Let's talk to Karlak and see what she has to say.
I'll be honest, soldier. I'm reeling. Will hardly knows me, but he chose my life over his. Been a long time since someone stuck their neck out for me like that.
I'm gonna say, a foolish decision. You must be relieved.
Gobsmacked, really. But grateful. Really grateful. I could learn a thing or two from a man like that. Hopefully we won't turn into mind flayers first.
Karlak seems like the type of person who'd be your best friend, doesn't she?
Absolutely.
We got Will here.
What's up for discussion? God's damn her, straight back to the hells. Just look at me. I did what was right, and Mizora made me pay for it. I'd be hunting devils and demons, she said. Traitors and hypocrites, heartless evils of all sorts, but not Zariel's victims. Not innocent tieflings.
Warlock pacts tend to be unforgiving from what you know of them. Will was lucky he didn't face a more severe punishment.
Hmm. I'm gonna say, what did you expect? She's a devil, hardly the paragon of honesty.
All these years. You'd think it's a lesson I'd have well learned. It's Mizora who grants me the power to conjure armor and cast eldritch blasts. Before I was infected, I could even call hell beasts and summon festering clouds. But I promise you, every thrust of my blade and every flame I sparked was for the good of the coast.
Let me guess, this pact is what caused the rift between you and your father.
It's not unrelated. I wish I could tell you more. I can't utter the terms or circumstances of the pact. I can tell you most all else, but the pact, I'm forbidden, unless Mizora permits it. But I'll say this. The moment I pacted myself to Mizora, I have not regretted for a heartbeat. It was my proudest deed. It was worth the sacrifice. All I can give you on that is my solemn word.
Interesting stuff. Alright, I think we got a frog to catch, Fireforge.
Yes.
Alright. Now we can truly go to bed. Camp supplies, 40 out of 40, excellent. Full rest, off we go. There's that weird graphical bug.
It's so weird. Now, I've never seen it like on my game. I haven't seen it on anybody else's game. It's so weird.
I'll see if a driver patch might hopefully take care of it. Anyway, let's return to the Riverside Tea House. Cupid Stunt, would you have any idea of where we could find this errant frog? I have a memory of it being near... Let's take a look at this place. Near where we ran across Myrina. Let's see. Let's go back into the Hag's Lair. I'm actually just curious, if we were to approach the door that guards the way to her inner sanctum, I wonder if it acknowledges the fact that we defeated her. Let's see. Let's actually check on everyone who has seemed to have been ensorcelled by the Green Hag. It seems quieter here. Let's talk to Lauren.
Is the hag gone? God, tell me she's gone. Oh, please.
I'm gonna say, you're lucky to be alive. I could have killed you.
That damn shrew would have loved it. Would have loved watching you murder me. The things she did. The things she made me do. Vile. Disgusting. Good gods. You're the one. The Mind Flayer.
Dwergar, shut your damn mouth and never call me that again.
No. You don't understand. You kill them. I saw you screaming, covered in your own insides as that thing bursts out of your skull. You change, skin ripping from your body, and then you butcher everyone. Everyone around you.
Why should I trust you or the Hag's magic?
Hag magic it might be, but it's never been wrong. Not once. I'm so sorry. I can't stay. You're too dangerous. But I only hope it's a quick death.
Ah, interesting. Did you experience a version of that dialogue in your playthrough, Fireforge?
I did go back. Yes, it wasn't the exacts, but yeah, I did go back in here and talk to a couple. No, because when I came down here, I'd killed the hag upstairs, so all these folks were already free. So yes, I did. Yeah, I did have a certain amount of conversation like this.
Oh, you'd freed them already.
Yeah.
It's kind of impressive defeating the hag in one round in the tea house.
Level 5 paladin plus haste took care of her very quickly.
Interesting. Nauseated, vulnerable to psychic and acid damage until the next long rest. So there was a drawback from drinking from that well.
A thief who tried to steal from Auntie. Now the good little pet guards my home.
I have very low hit points. 28 hit points. I wonder if I'm viable with that low of a hit point count. Oh, this nonsense. I'm not so sure I want to go back down that way. Let's return back to the Riverside Tea House here. Cupid says to the right of the tea house. Okay, so right being this way. That would be it. There are the red cats we slew. Skeletons. We're here in the bog again. Reinforced greatsword. Okay, let's turn off group mode.
My faith protects me.
And with Shadowheart, let's cast Owl's Wisdom on herself. And let's have her step forward and see if we can find.
I must keep going.
Sword in a hat. Wonder whose.
Oh, we found something here. Reinforced greatsword. Reinforced helmet. This cumbersome blade looks strong enough to survive journey through all 9 hells. Interesting. Reinforced helmet. Forged from an unfamiliar alloy, uncommonly rugged. That is fascinating, but otherwise a normal greatsword and helm.
My faith will guide me.
Do you know what those items are associated with, Fireforge?
No, there seem to be some of those types of items that are just around where they're essentially the same thing but have slightly different names. I've never particularly seen anything.
I think we found our frog. There it is. There's that cute little guy.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Okay, let's drop a save.
Don't waste a step.
Rivet save the frog. There's the adult frog.
Frog's entire body shakes. It ribbits erratically as if in pain.
Can I use an item? Let's leave. And let's use Potion of Animal Speaking. We can find it here. There it is. Go ahead and drink one. And talk to the adult frog
Seems like
again.
a good moment to talk.
Hag is gone! Happy!
I'm gonna say I'd be happier with something for my trouble.
Present! Here! Bye!
Where's my present?
Yeah, I don't see anything.
cheap addled frog. Let's talk to it again.
Green leaves, shallow water. Green leaves, shallow water.
I say, what are you croaky on about?
Green leaves, shallow water.
A chill runs up your spine. There is something wrong with this creature. Very wrong.
Burn! Bleed! Kill!
I'm gonna say, kill me. You're the size of my boot sole. Okay. Guess what? Whoa!
What?
Whoa! Frog don't play.
No, she's not.
Alright, well I guess we are fighting this frog after all.
Can't give up.
Okay, let's go ahead and drop a bless on Karlach and on Astarion and on the Dark Urge. Let's get out a spiritual weapon. Could be a great sword. We'll put it right there next to the frog. Alright, let's go ahead and lacerate the frog. 5% chance to hit, damn it. Mirror image. It has mirror image. Okay, I know what to do here.
I'm ready.
Let's get out. Let's upcast magic missile. How many hit points does this thing have? 12 hit points. Okay, we're gonna upcast it to. Yeah, we're gonna upcast it to a level 3 version of magic missile. Whoa! It deflected.
What?
This thing, I swear.
Oh, right there it says it right. Reflective mucus.
Oh, you're right. Oh my goodness. Let's take a look at this thing. Reflective mucus. Armor class increased by 2 and reflects the first projectile flying towards it back at the attacker, after which the mucus is removed. Okay, so it shouldn't have any mucus on it anymore. It still has reflective mucus.
Yeah, it does.
Hey,
And
we got...
And it bounced all of them.
It did. Hey, adventurers, please join me in welcoming the best panda, Lily Pandasaurus, here to the live zone, saying, "Go, frog, go!" I see how it is, Lily.
Lily, good to see you. I haven't seen you in like forever.
Lily Panda,
How's life in the southern hemisphere?
That's right. Lily Panda joining us all the way from New Zealand, and she's poofed into Pandasaurus, which means she's on holiday. Ms. Guar says, "This frog took me down more than once. How humiliating. How humiliating. Brought low by a frog." Alright, let's try to get this bastard. Let's see. Branding Smite.
Shadow Band? What'd you do, Lily?
What? That's weird.
Yeah.
5% chance to hit on this damn thing? That's just crazy.
That is crazy.
Reckless attack. Miss. Alright, we got another attack in here. Let's go for another Branding Smite. 36% chance. I'll take it. Come on. Oh, another miss.
Oh my god.
Let's try to hit this with the pommel. 8% chance.
Hey,
Critical
hit
hit.
it.
Nice. Okay, we'll take that. Small victories. Alright, with the Dark Urge, I absolutely must make sure that I have my passive here of Great Weapon Master. Toggle it off. 70% chance to hit. That's not bad, actually.
Nope. Them's good odds.
Oh, those are good odds. Let's go ahead and add a Hunter's Mark on it. Let's go in for a sneak attack. Please hit. Oh no, that's not good. End turn. Can't
That's
move.
weird, Lily. I mean, a lot of people you have ad blockers.
But Shadowheart,
Unless that's
Shadowheart can't do anything.
Unless that's a new thing from them.
I must heal.
The bastard, I swear. Pardon my language. This damn frog. I'm so angry
This
at it.
frog is crazy.
It's dazed. Alright, we're gonna F up this frog now. Don't you dare reflect this.
No,
Don't
the
you dare.
buff is gone now. There
Gotcha.
we go.
1 XP?
And you're in a poison cloud.
Oh my god. Move. Move, everyone.
Oh my god.
Pandasaurus says, I support the frog. Rivet. That emoji actually reminds me of a classic frog ice cream bar from my childhood.
Oh, the fat frog,
The
man.
fat frog, yeah.
That was, I'm telling you, Wyvern, that was my treat at the zoo. Like when my mom took me to the zoo when I was a young lad, that was my treat. Fat frog bar.
Oh, it tasted
yes.
so good. Tasted so
yes.
good. That's what it brings me back to, Lily Panda.
And you're right, it really does look like it. It does.
Look at how banged up we got in that fight. That's just...
Yeah, no kidding. From a frog with
really
12
miserable.
HP.
Really miserable. Okay.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
I don't want to burn through my camp supplies. Let's send these healing potions to the Dark Urge.
Still breathing. Just
Yeah, you got 40 odd potions. You got plenty to...
Yeah, plenty to...
burn a few
53 total.
50, yeah, total, yeah. Yeah, you can afford to burn a couple.
Heck yeah, I can. I mean, I'm not using those potions in a fight. They basically they don't heal enough to be meaningful.
No, they don't.
All right, so
The poison cloud is the poison cloud gone? You can. Can
Cupid
you,
Stunt says it's in the pond just off to your right.
Yeah.
The reward.
moving
Is
ahead.
that it?
Got anything?
The Traveler's Chest? Maybe that's the Traveler's Chest.
Well, that's probably it. Yeah.
Let's
Take
have
a look at it. Gold and a bronze chalice.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
All that trouble.
What a trolling encounter here.
It's almost as trolly as Nuber.
Yeah. One XP for that fight. All right, let's have Shadowheart scout ahead again.
What am I to do?
Let's cast Owl's Wisdom on ourself.
I must keep going.
Lily Panda, how goes the holidays? How's everything out there in New Zealand? Last you were here, you were telling me that your mom was making a roast leg of lamb. Yeah, that was my response to Fireforge. Lily Panda says, how long until Wyvern says Cupid stunts 90 days name wrong and gets demonetized? Never gonna happen, Lily Panda.
Why did my mom made a prime rib roast.
Ooh.
So that was yummy.
That does sound incredibly yummy. Can you see thy Wiz Guar in chat, Lily Pandasaurus? And I just love it how whenever Lily's like on holiday, she poops into the Pandasaurus form.
Pandasaurus form, yep. Yo, and now talking about all this food, I need to go get a snack. I'll be back in a minute.
Sure. Oh my gosh. Stop moving. Stop moving. Oh no, concentration broken. Man, this place sucks.
Let's get going.
This place absolutely sucks. Of course. Of course, we all trigger the trap. Oh my gosh. Open one. Just wait it out. Shadowheart, how are we doing on our spells? We're entirely out of level 2 spell slots. Lily Panda says, vacation going well, eating lots of nice food. Mom is a good cook. Glad to hear it, Lily Panda. Adventurers, do join me in welcoming Harry brought us here to the Wyvern's Lair, saying, howdy, drive by, then bed for the old fart. Ah, the Hag Swamp. Good to have you here, Harry.
Good to see you, Harry. Can always rely on Harry for the quick drive-by and thumbs up.
And I appreciate the support. Man, these, the swamp is just, an absolute nightmare location with all the traps that it has. Let's get the heck out of here. Let's get the heck out of here. Let's go back to the camp. Yeah, let's go ahead and end the day. Oops. No, I want to end the day with a Dark Urge.
Now, Lily, you've got me, even when I'm reading his stuff, you've got me reading it very slowly and...
Yeah, carefully.
And carefully in my head, yeah.
Alright. Oh, hey, it's the owlbear bag. Okay. Oh, that's too much. That's just right. 40 out of 40. Let's get in the full rest. Alright.
It is a clever name. We've got a lot of people with clever names.
When starting to rot, disadvantage in ability checks and saving throws using charisma. Okay, we don't really care about that. That can do its thing here on Astarion. We're ready to push out. Where are we going? Where do we want to go? Where do we want to go? Maybe the Blighted Village.
Yeah, I mean, did you finish all of, like, I guess I'm wondering, because I know you've kind of gone back and forth, and you were saying how you kind of like to explore and get the levels up, and then go back and do some of the harder encounters. So.
Oh yeah.
And because I've seen most of it, but not everything, I'm not entirely sure what you have and haven't done at this point.
I was raised in the city.
You know, us old dwarves need our sleep.
Cobblestones underfoot than grass and fallen leaves.
Before I went to Avernus, I'd have agreed with you. Nothing quite like Baldur's Gate, is there?
Nothing in my recollection, anyway.
I was just listening to Karlak and Shadowheart talk here about the flowers, leaves, and grass. And to answer your question, Fireforge, I think we could we could do two things here in the village. Two things I can think of. We haven't explored the shabby wooden doors here.
There's nothing.
See if I can lockpick this thing with Dark Urge. A 1 is definitely not a success against DC 10. We can go ahead and use these tools, thankfully. 28.
Otherwise, I mean, I didn't think you knew. Otherwise, the key is just upstairs there.
Ah. All right, we got some supplies here, it seems. Let's take a look. These tools, send to camp. Tongs we can send to camp. Oops, no, we want to bring that with us. All the rest of this stuff can go to camp. Burlap sack, send that to the camp too. See, covered here. Some gold. Ooh, can you use the Sorcerer Dagger on the Spectator to stop it from casting spells?
That's a good question. Because you do get, when you kill it, you do get the amulet that gives you his beam spells. So are they still considered spells when the Spectator casts it? I'm not 100% sure on that. And Astarion is not looking so hot right now.
No, he's not. Flesh rot. Disgusting. Let's take a look at this pamphlet we have here. Below is a transcript from an interview with the writer and director of A Pleasurable Deal, Mr. Kingsley Harp. Interviewer: what was the inspiration behind this, if I may be so bold? Entirely lewd piece of drama. Harp says it's about exploring the taboo, seeing who we as people really are. Yes, Robert makes a deal with a Cambion, but who wouldn't? Interviewer: well, I like to think most people wouldn't. Harp then says, then you don't know most people. Everyone wants something. Everyone needs something. Cambions can see it. In a way, they know us better than we know ourselves. Interviewer: but at the end of the play, Robert dies horribly. What does that say about what we, as you put it, need? Harp: you forget. Robert dies because he broke away from Carlisle. He didn't stay true to the deal they made. Interviewer: so you're encouraging people to make a pact with Helve's offspring? To give up, as Robert did, his soul? Harp: we only have one life. Why not make the most of it? Interviewer: so, what was your deal? Harp: I beg your pardon? Interviewer: in fact, this was your directorial debut, wasn't it? You couldn't even get published in the tabloid Baldur's Bash before this play came out. Did you honestly trade your soul for an erotic play? Harp: alright, we're done here. Pick that up. Cute little thing. Some clothes. Yeah, Starion's just not able to beat the bug.
Yeah, he isn't.
There's 4 more rounds of that flesh rot. I guess he has to make a saving throw at the end of those 12 rounds, and if he fails, it continues. Alright, let's continue to explore. Wooden barrel here. These tools. Send on to the camp cupboard here. Bottle rack. Nothing useful. Step to this shabby door.
So one thing I had kind of mentioned it in our group chat is I found a tiger totem barbarian build online that, with a few pieces of equipment that are not even really end game pieces of equipment, they're fairly easy to get by even mid game. You can essentially prone lock enemies every time you hit them.
Wait, what was this fire forge? How do you prone lock these enemies?
So I'm trying to remember all the details. It has to do with the tiger totem ability is a bleed, and it has to do with putting status on the enemies. And you put a certain amount of status and they go prone, and then there's another piece of equipment based on that. I can't remember what the name of the debuff is, but it basically takes all your movement away. And so because they have no movement, once they're made prone, you need movement to stand up. And so if you take away their movement and knock them prone, they cannot get up. They are prone locked.
That is interesting.
And so, of course, because they're prone, you're also getting advantage on all your hits, and you're just walloping these things. And I'm watching him in this video, and he's walking up, and the tiger totem ability is also a conal, right? So you are literally taking down and making, up to I think 3 people in front of you prone locked at any given time.
Oh, that is just
crazy.
Cool.
It's just crazy. And I really my next one of my next playthroughs, I really want to try it, because again, it's not even crazy gear that you need to do it. It's mid-game jewelry that you basically need to do it.
That sounds tempting. Yeah, I should take a closer look at the monk class and the various subclasses. Larian has provided for players here. We have the High Cliff blueprints that we found in this chest. It reads as such. Intricate blueprints for 3 impressive sounding weapons. Let's go ahead and give this a read. Precise arcs and neatly drawn lines form the blueprints for 3 weapons, a great sword, a sickle, and a dagger. Each length and angle is marked with exact measurements, and forging instructions are printed carefully along the bottom of the page, emphasizing an unusual ingredient, susser bark. The susser bark can only be applied to an ordinary, unmodified blade.
Where
Okay.
are blueprints that use Sousa bark? Rare find. If only I knew where to find some.
Well, if only I knew where to find some. I actually have some. So we got a couple updates here with the Pale Elf. Alright, we fought a monster hunter who was looking for Astarion. That was the update there for the Pale Elf. For the Bladed Frontiers, we have the following update. Continue traveling with Will. We met Will's diabolical patron, Mizora, who was none too happy to find that Will failed to slay Karlach. She punished Will for his disobedience by turning him into a devil and departed, though it seems likely we'll meet her again. We also have an update here, find the Masterwork weapon. Alright, we found blueprints for master weapons. All we need to forge one is some bark from a susser tree. Unfortunately, we already had some susser bark to forge a Masterwork weapon. Catches us up on our quest journal there. Thy Wiz says, I had really hoped for some cool uses for rope. Yeah, you'd think that there would be some utility to have to some of these items that you find throughout the game world, but really a lot of it's just basically Michelin's vendor stuff, it seems, right, Fireforge?
Yeah. Yep, a lot of it is. It definitely would be nice in a expansion or any additional content, whatever it might be, for them to really kind of boost up the crafting system. It would be really cool to see some additional stuff added to that.
I absolutely do not want that barrel with me. Oh, it's a smoke powder barrel. Let's send it to the camp. I would say it's given the verticality of the game, right?
With a flick of the wrist.
Let's go ahead and lockpick this. DC 15 doesn't stand a chance. 28 is a success. We have Infernal Iron. This dented piece of black metal has a red shine to it, no matter the lighting. Faint screams echo through your mind whenever you touch it. Pick it up.
Infernal metal.
First
That's
blood
what my engine's made
sword,
of.
I think that is.
Hang on to that.
Alright, Karlach made a note of that. We have a blacksmith note. A blacksmith's brief report on an unusual metal so hot even a forge's scorching heat couldn't melt or bend it. Let's go give that a read. Specimen metal. Hardness 9.5, very hard. Melting points unknown. Color silver. Markings. Red lacerations flecked with yellow dust. Source. Underdark. Notes. Gift from redacted. Faintly sulfuric odor. Forging unsuccessful. Will not melt or warp at standard temperature. Okay. And we have the steel forged sword.
Oh, steel forged. Wrong short sword.
Though the grip's leather is old and crusty, it shows no signs of wear, and not a single scratch mars the slender blade. Take a look at this thing. What kind of things do we get with the steel forged short sword here? Piercing strike, flourish. Really?
Yeah, I think it really is just a +1 short sword.
With a unique name. Okay. Was that there in early access?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep, it was.
Got another book here from the Approachable East, Volume 6. I must say, for a place with so many orcs and goblins, Thesk is a remarkably pleasant land, a true melting pot where all are accepted. And quite a lot seems to be forbidden. Alas, the crew I sailed here with were imprisoned by the harbor master, but I was soon on the road known as the Golden Way, and it lives up to its name. The wealth of a continent marches along this road. Furs from Neverwinter, iron from Nashkill, flow in one direction, while silks and jewels flow the other. I have heard so many stories of the world. The Golden Way passes through Rashomon, to the wastes of the Horde lands, and on to the continent of Karatur, a land of empires, dragons, and beasts I've never dreamt of. I am so close to Rashomon, but what was once my dream now sounds so mundane. Last night I made camp and was joined by a charming fellow. I told him my dream of seeing Rashomon, and he laughed. He claims that Rashomon is nothing compared to Thay, and invited me to visit the court of the Zelkirs. It seemed rude to turn down such an illustrious invitation, so I will see what this Thay has to offer. Then Rashomon and beyond. Cool that we had a depiction of Thay and the Zelkirs in the Dungeons and Dragons movie, Fireforge.
Yeah, for sure. It's always, I don't know, like, it's one of those things that's always hanging, and they've been in some games and stuff, but at least in stuff that I've seen and in my memory, which my memory is not the greatest in the world, but I feel like it's a little bit underrepresented. I mean, even in Neverwinter Nights 2, you could subclass into a red wizard.
That's
but
right.
It didn't really give you that full view. And man, in that movie, they did such a great job of showing how nasty those folks really were.
Man, what could you subclass into in Neverwinter Nights 2?
Man, when especially with the expansions, they added so many between races and classes and stuff. My God, it was so much fun.
It was kind of bananas. I agree. Really, a very rich and deep and varied character creation system. All right.
And it's so interesting that the class building and multi-classing of 3.5 was just so different than this is. Just balancing feats and BAB was something completely different.
So we're interacting with this great forge here, and we have the melting furnace now turned on. Let's see if we get the susser bark here. Do we have the susser bark? We should. There it is. A piece of tough bark from a susser tree. Holding it leaves a dull tingling in your fingers. Alright, let's load that up. And the next thing we want here is, I think we can forge a dagger, because we are getting a lot of value out of our assassin incarnation for now. So let's go back to the camp. And if we were to turn into a paladin, we could simply use a smite to add additional damage to that dagger if need be. So, I want to be able to sneak attack. Oh, this is cool. We got a unique camp for this location.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go ahead and grab a dagger. Like Wiz says, don't get me started on Thay. I barely escaped my life. Alright, here we go. Susser bark. Dagger. A white. Why doesn't that work? Combine. There we go.
And then you gotta exit it and then go back in. Yep.
Yeah, there we go. The bark is in place. Now for a greatsword, dagger, or sickle. Okay. So let's go back in, as Fireforge is suggesting. And now we can add the dagger.
The roaring furnace awaits an offering. A candy-sweet scent wafts forth. The Sousa bark infuses the weapon from within the flames. The flames sputter away. The dagger is yours for the taking.
There we go. Complete. Finish the masterwork weapon. Let's take a look. You forged a masterwork dagger. Lily Panda says, we're all glad you got out of that cult, Wiz. My Wiz says, thank you, Lily. But it doesn't kill you, right? Do we already have the weapon on us? Let's take a look. Where is it?
Yeah, it was there. It was there.
Oh, it was?
Yep. That blue.
There it is.
Yep.
Susser dagger. Excellent. Silences targets on a hit. I wonder if this will work in the spectator.
Yeah, it'll be that's a good game to try.
Yeah.
I'm really excited. I hope they do another movie, and I hope that they actually do more with Faye. And oh my God, the Lich is his name's escaping me for the time being. It's late and I'm tired. But yeah, so I would really like to see more of that. And I know that there's some pretty strong opinions about like the like Star Trek remakes and stuff, but there's just something about Chris Pine's like comedic timing that I just find so excellent. Like my favorite example is in the first of the Star Trek remakes when he's kind of kissying the Green Orion girl, and he hides under the bed when Uhura shows up, and she starts talking about, she knows someone's there, and the way he stands up and says, "You can hear me breathing," it just like his delivery of that, I think, is just, it's so funny to me.
All's well that ends.
Chris Pine's a great talent.
Yeah,
I've liked him in the Star Trek films.
Yeah, and it extends to that to the Dungeons and Dragons way. I love his timing, the way his delivery. It really gets me. It hits home for me very, very well, and so I'm really looking forward to an opportunity to see him back in that role and in that world.
Apparently, yeah, the film did incredibly well. I would imagine that we would see a sequel. I think everyone at Wizard of the Coast were happy with how that film turned out. Good for the hobby. Good for brand awareness. Was a box office success. A lot of reasons to go back. All right, I think we're gonna give this a shot here. We are here in the Whispering Depths.
You were down here, but you didn't fight the queen, right?
Yeah, I hadn't hit level 5 yet.
Oh, okay. Excellent.
I wanted all the goodies, the power bump that comes with hitting level 5. It's a big level for a lot of classes. Go ahead and drop a save. Spider egg we can take a look at.
And see, and that's really why I like running Ranger first and not maining Rogue, because you get that second attack with a Ranger that you don't get with a Rogue. That second attack just you're right, at 5 it's such a huge deal.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a bit of a trade-off,
Right.
I think, yeah, I definitely want to explore like a Gloomstalker multi-class with my Dark Urge at some point, but
And that's what I did with this. Is I did I actually started off going all the way Gloomstalker, but I redid him and did an 8 and 4. And I did the same thing with a Bard Rogue 8 and 4.
Gotcha.
And those both just killer classes. So much fun too.
Lily Panda says time to go cook some dinner. Nice to see everyone. Have fun. Lily, always great to have you here. Adventurers, please join me in wishing Lily Pandasaurus, Knight of the Banhammer, a Wyvern's Air farewell out there in beautiful New Zealand. Good to have you here, Lily.
Good night, Lily.
Alright, can't speak with the dead with this dead goblin.
The corpse has nothing to say.
Aww. Is there a way to tell if a corpse has nothing to say before you cast that spell? Alright, here we are. The dreaded Spider Queen. Okay, let's get everyone stealth. So I have a question for you here, Fireforge. I want to take care of these eggs without starting combat. How do you do that again? I keep on forgetting how to pull that off.
So what I learned from the great and powerful Gon is park somebody with range and the spider silk boots, basically just on the other side of the rocks where you are. That's how he does it.
Right.
And then he parks someone over on the other side where they can hit the ones that are below.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then he rotates through, you know, hopping in and out of turn-based mode to get the attacks out. What works actually, one of the things that works really, really well for it is and you don't have it, but is a Tempest Cleric. Works really well for that.
So far it seems to be working out with the
so far
boots.
so good.
Yeah. So let's keep at it.
It's the ones where she is right now that are the hard ones to get.
Breathe quiet. Move with care.
Okay, she's coming down this way. It seems. We'll risk one more shot. Here. Hide.
Need any attention right
And
now.
we'll back up a little bit. Where does she go? Space Spider Matriarch. And that little study that we found kind of hints at the fact that the Space Spider Matriarch was once a high elf that fell into Loth worship. And was blessed with this form by the Queen of Spiders. Okay, she's holding steady. So let's see if we can get that last egg here. Can't quite reach.
What's the story?
What's it do?
Okay, it's moving.
Better make my next move.
Let's make our next move here.
Here we go again.
Hide again.
Risk being in open view.
Alright, let's see. Do we have any space spider eggs down this way?
There are two. Keep going down in your camera. They're behind where that phase spider is on the ground.
Oh, over there.
So if you walk over, if you walk right over to that, they're right there. Yep.
Okay.
So if you stand right above those vines, generally you can bombard them from above. Like I said, it's those ones in the middle there that are really the tricky ones. Because you gotta have they actually gotta have the queen where she is right now to get those. But those are the harder ones. So I do the same. I do what you do is I get these and those ones that you got first, and then I'll usually, because I know you're not as big of a save scummer as me, but I will save at that point then and do what I can to not anger the queen, and I can get those other eggs then.
I can be subtle sometimes. These boots have seen everything.
Alright, there we go. That's one. We're going to go ahead and hide. Nope, that's not hiding. That's hiding.
There is work to do.
Waiting with bated breath.
Thank goodness they're not too intelligent, these spiders. Alright, there we go.
Don't want to draw
And
any
turn.
attention.
The only way you can know how dangerous those space spider eggs are is if you encounter this boss fight blind for the first time.
Yep.
And then you say, never again. I want to find a way to destroy those things.
Out of sight, out of mind. What now?
Alright. Let's go and take a shot here. Of the face spider egg. One left, I think.
Better be cautious.
Watch your back.
Yeah, once you get rid of the face spider eggs, this fight becomes a lot more manageable.
A lot more manageable. Yep, a lot more manageable.
Caught off guard.
I'll never forget the first time through, I actually shoved both of these regular face fighters off into the chasm. I don't know if you saw that.
That's excellent.
Wolfheart tried to do that on honor mode, but it doesn't let you do that in honor mode apparently.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so where's that next clutch of spider eggs?
They are right behind her, right to her left. The queen's left.
Queen's left.
Yep, up. Yeah, right. Yeah, right there next to her.
Those.
Yep.
Okay.
Those are the hard ones. So basically, the idea is you wait for her to move to her right, facing in this direction, and then you. See, this is where an AoE really helps, because you can drop an AoE right on top of them, like where she's going right now, and doing it's going to be a little bit more tricky doing it without an AoE.
Let's go ahead and exit turn-based mode for the time being.
Yeah, because you got to be, first of all, big thing is being able to get there and not get stuck and hit the webs, because that puts a big damper on things. Now, yeah, I don't remember how. I think if you stay all the way on the back, I don't think she comes close. Like if you stand where the eggs were, I don't think that she comes far enough to hit your vision frame.
Mistake.
Let's see how close we can get. Right there. Perfect. Oh! There we go.
Oh, no.
There we go. There we go. Okay.
I would highly recommend, though, Wyvern, at some point, now that I've done it, whether you change someone in this playthrough or in another playthrough, trying out a Tempest Cleric will be very worth your while. It's so much fun.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely intrigued with the Tempest Cleric here. Adventurers, please join me in welcoming Wild Mike here to the Wyvern's Lair, saying, "Yo, how goes it?" Wild Mike, good to have you here, my man.
Yo, Wild Mike. Yeah, whether you go all the way Cleric or whether you mix it with some Storm Sorcerer or whatever, I mean, there are definitely some options that you can do with it. It's so much fun. It really is.
Okay, I want to wipe out that clutch of eggs. Let's see, how close can we get? We can move here.
Time to press ahead.
And then I can toss a smoke powder bomb. This will explode, right? Smoke powder bomb, yeah. Let's throw this guy. Right there.
Should do it.
That should do it. Here we go. Boom! Yes!
There you go.
Get wrecked.
You blew up the
Whoa!
web.
I'm so glad I wasn't on the web.
Yeah, you blew up the web, but you got it. It was well played.
Oh my gosh. Run. Oh, you can't run. Oh no. I think the Dark Urge is going down. Okay, let's get everyone else into the fight. Move.
Got it.
I love having a couple of those grenades on hand for emergencies.
Look at that. Karlach's not even in the fight yet. That's funny. Can I get a cheeky shot off against the Matriarch? No. What if I were to move here? Still nothing. I do not want to get on that web.
No, I wouldn't.
Okay, how about here? A shot?
Don't worry, she'll
nope.
find you.
That'll put me on the web.
She'll find you.
She'll find me. We'll stick right here.
Let's get on with it.
Literally stick right there. Wild Mike says, "How's Thay treating you, Guar?" And Thay says, "Thay was a bitch, but I managed to escape barely." I actually never had put that together. Thay was Guar till just now. The tribute.
You know, I wasn't gonna say anything.
Over there.
You know, I kind of noticed by the way you pronounced it. I was like, does he realize that it's supposed to literally be like Thay Wizard?
Right, Thay Wizard.
Yeah.
I know. Just hadn't made that connection.
I wasn't gonna call you out though.
Let's go ahead and haste up Karlach, or do we want to haste up the Dark Urge? If we haste the Dark Urge, do we get additional movement? Because that would be very, very helpful. Let's go ahead and... No, can't reach. There.
Where would you be without me?
Okay, Good. That worked. And can we get you back up here? Yes, we can. Let's talk to the Dark Urge. Do we have additional movement? Look at that! We're free.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, baby. Let's go.
There we go.
And we're all in combat now. Excellent. And I have an action available to me. What do we want to do? Jeez. Let's go ahead and enlarge.
I was gonna say enlarge.
Yeah.
I
Here comes the matriarch.
I need to play Drugar. I watch you play it. It's just like, it's such a great race.
I missed one.
Oh, you missed an egg! No!
Couple of eggs. Oh, just one.
No!
Just one. Oh my gosh.
You missed a couple, baby or two. Oh no! I didn't even notice that.
All right, we got this. We got this.
I think it's just the one though.
Just the one.
I think it's just the one. Yeah.
And a fireball can do some damage, some work here. Yeah, get wrecked, Spider Matriarch. Let's run with a star. We don't want to group up because I think the Matriarch has some sort of AoE.
Yeah, she's got an acid spit for sure.
She does. Okay. Can we take care of the spider web? That will drop this thing right down there. That may not entirely kill it. 6 damage. This does 5 to 10 damage. Ooh, 1d6 plus 4 piercing. That's a pretty good... I want to ensure that we get this, though. Do we do a guiding bolt? Yeah, let's do a guiding bolt. 100% chance to hit this thing. Goodbye, spiderweb. Boom. Did we only do... Oh, we did a fair amount of damage to it. Good, we'll take that. We'll take that damage. We'll move here with Shadowheart and end turn. I love the way they teleport. Okay, we have this thing. Can we shove it into the abyss? Let's see. Oh, that will send it to the abyss. 75% chance. If we rage, do we get advantage on strength checks? Let's go and let's try it. Let's shove it for the lulz. Yes!
Yeah. Bye-bye, spider.
Bye-bye, spider. I love it. I love it.
And it's one of those things that doesn't really hurt because you know it doesn't have any good loot on it, so
Yeah.
you're not missing out on anything, right?
Faye Wiz says, can't say I didn't learn a number of very useful things, though. Alright, we're up with the Dark Urge again, and let's go ahead and throw on a Hunter's Mark as a bonus action.
Yes. Now that we're talking about it, I'm going to have to watch that movie again this weekend.
And then we're going to go ahead and turn invisible. Use Shrouded in Shadow, actually. Oh, it requires concentration? Both of these require concentration. So we can't have Hunter's Mark up along with invisibility. Ah, whatever. I'll just go ahead and use Shrouded in Shadow. And let's run away.
And that's the one thing that I'm not entirely thrilled about with the Tempest Cleric, is because the Lightning Storm, to recast it over and over again, is a concentration spell, which means you can't use Spiritual Guardians at the same time. And Spiritual Guardians is so powerful. It's such a great spell.
Healing Word on Astarion. That's going to get rid of the poison on him. And we're also going to chuck Healing Potion right here for some additional healing. What the hell?
Did you throw a poison? What'd you throw?
I threw a potion of poison.
Potion of poison.
Well, what
and
the poop?
And he lost haste too. He
Oh
broke his
no!
haste. Yeah, so Dark Urge loses a turn here.
What? I take 3 to 18 damage per turn. What?
No.
That's not good.
That's not good.
No.
Oh man.
Oh man. All right, we have a way out of this. We have a way out of this.
See, Wiz, Mike, Lily, Lily left. Wiz, Mike, this is the high quality entertainment we're here for at the Wyvern Slayer.
This is elite gameplay here. Okay.
Yeah.
This is like no joke. Next level.
I mean, why would you want to sit and watch Wolf play through honor mode when you could watch this and watch Wyvern toss poison at Astarion? You're lucky Queen's not here. If she saw you toss poison at Astarion, you'd be in trouble, sir.
I would be. Astarion's hanging on by a thread. Don't you shoot at Astarion. Yeah, that's fine. Come on, come on, come on. Am I still poisoned? How? Oh, potion of poison.
3 turns remaining.
What the poop? I used an antidote. I used an antidote. My gosh. What am I doing here? Alright, let's get rid of you. I can't reach, really? It seems like I can reach. Man. Okay, Astarion may go down at this rate. Let's go ahead and get some attacks in against this thing. Let's go ahead and frenzy. Switch out my weapon sets. And go to town. Let's go ahead and... Let's not lacerate. If I turn on Great Weapon Fighting 7%, I like that. Let's go. 1 hit, 1 kill. 1 hit, 1 kill. We're gonna hold and sit pretty. We're gonna move over here, actually. Wow. Damn, that thing's not moving. Alright, we're up with Astarion.
You could burn the web, drop her down, that'll do a chunk of damage to her.
2.
It's not gonna kill her.
1, 2, and then the web. We can't quite hit the web.
Can you? Oh,
I can move closer. But I can move closer. Here.
Yeah, because if you drop her, she's gonna fall and warp somewhere else anyway.
1,
so.
2. Why is it disadvantage against the web? Doesn't matter. It's an auto hit. It's an auto hit though.
Yeah.
Boom. Beautiful.
Ooh, there's
7 hit points.
43.
Okay, maybe we got this. Maybe we got this.
Yeah,
Let's see.
almost got her now.
I think we got this. I'll move here. Sacred Bolt. Not enough movement, but we have something else we can do.
So much for peace.
In our bag of goodies, let's go ahead and grab another smoke bomb. Send that over to Shadowheart. And with Shadowheart, we're gonna go and casually toss this thing down on right there. Yeah, baby, here we go. Wait, what happened?
Did the satchels not explode without? The satchels might not explode without fire. I didn't think about that.
That was a waste.
The bombs will go on their own, but yeah, there's a toxin, simple toxin. Got 1 more turn left.
2 turns remaining. Damn
2
it.
turns left.
Okay, we're up with Karlach. Man, Karlach, can you reach this thing? 84% with advantage. Let's go. Do I have anything else I can do here? Sacred Munchins. Piercing Shot. 1d10 plus 2 piercing. Yeah, let's do that. 84%. Let's go. Yes!
There we go.
I'll feel that one later. I missed that.
We didn't lose anyone.
Well, that turned
Almost.
south there for a minute, but
Heck yeah, it did.
You pulled her off. Well done, sir.
Oh my god, that potion of poison screwed me up.
I just saw the green and I'm like, what in the hell?
Oh
god.
Wild Mike says, "Oh yes, best gameplay." Appreciate that, Wild Mike. I would say GG. Oh man.
Still alive. So that's
That quickly went sideways, Fireforge.
Yeah, it did. It did. You recovered very well, but it turned scary there for a little bit.
Heck yeah, it did. Didn't manage to do anything with my Dark Urge. I was kind of sitting there like an elf on the shelf.
Yeah, he took out the eggs, and that was about it.
Poisoner's Robe. When the wearer casts a spell that deals poison damage, it deals an additional 1 to 4 poison damage. Found in the spider queen's stomach, this robe emanates a sour smell and stings to the touch. Lisa says, "Nicely done, boys." Appreciate that, Lisa. Let's go ahead and we can pick that up, actually. A reagent, Silk Band. We got a skeleton we can take a look at here. Quarterstaff we can send to the camp. Let's pick up the smoke powder satchel, which didn't blow up.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
What do we have here? Let's get everyone down. I spy with my little eyes a dark amethyst. You can't shake the feeling that darkness seeps out of this heavy orb-like stone.
Speaking of Fae,
This is a bad idea.
Karlak, how far down does it go? Good question. Okay, let's go ahead and pick up the dark amethyst with the Dark Urge. Journal updated. Unlock the ancient tome. We found the gem to unlock the book. Alright, let's go and take a look at Shadowheart here.
Whatever it takes.
Alright, we're looking really good as far as for spells are concerned. Let's go to the Dark Urge and let's read this book.
Yeah, you really didn't use much for the fight.
They did not. The Necromancy of Thay. It is not too late. You ready for this, Fireforge? Let's go ahead and read it.
You getting itchy there, Thay
The book
Wiz?
is locked tight with no visible keyhole, only an oval recess in the cover's mouth. You try to examine the book, but the longer you stare, the more those piercing amethyst eyes draw you in.
Thay Wiz says, "Don't read the book. Do not do it."
Don't open the creepy book.
Yeah, see, Karlak's on your side, Thay Wiz.
The trap. All right, we're gonna go ahead and place the amethyst in the slot on the book's cover. All right, let's get through this cinematic here, Fireforge. Open the book.
The book's pull is irresistible. You feel changed, bettered for having opened it. Suddenly you are capable of anything. Felling mountains, darkening suns, conversing with the dead. Glyphs shift gently before your eyes. Words slip into your mind, onto your lips, forming words you don't understand. And something is trying to reply.
Saving throw. Turn to the next page. Alright, let's get in a elixir of heroism. Sure, and a bless. Oh, it's one or the other. Okay, so let's get in. Why can't I get Owl's wisdom?
She out of that slot?
Shouldn't be the case. Customize dice. Scuffed Metal. Dragon Flame Red. Scuffed Metal is most readable, so let's stick with Scuffed Metal. Bear Blue. It's kind of cool. Is Bear Blue the one that came with like the special edition of the game?
With the super special one, yeah, because yes, because I have the Dragon Flame one. I got the digital blah blah blah.
Right, and then they made the collector's edition skin available to people that had purchased the digital.
Yep.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, we're gonna go with Bear Blue then. All right. Big rolls. Here we go. Critical success. Yeah, baby.
The symbols dart beneath your eyes, warping and twisting. Your head throbs, but you almost understand.
Saving throw. Turn another page. 15. Wow. Can't add any more bonuses. DC 15. Here we go. A 9 does not make it. Let's roll inspiration. 3 doesn't make it.
Oof.
F.
Oof.
We'll roll again. Come on! 18! Yeah, baby.
There we go.
The world around you is gone. You can only see those glyphs, only hear those voices. You feel claws moving in the shadows. They pull at you, dragging you closer.
Saving throw. Urge your hand to turn another page. What? What? DC 20? We're not going to make this. Come on. 4. F. Roll again. 6. Roll one more time. Come on, baby. No. Didn't work.
The glyphs scream, searing your mind. You feel lost, tossed in a sea of arcane power you can neither control nor comprehend. The book snaps closed. You've seen too much. What profane knowledge is now seared inside of you should never have known.
Huh. Let's take a look at my character here. Whispers of Madness.
Yep, you just
Dark-
got a permanent debuff.
Dark whispers pervade the creature's mind, disadvantage of wisdom checks. Interesting. Alright, I'm going to load a little back, because I want to see if I cast Owl's Wisdom, whether I'm going to get advantage on those checks. I should have dropped a save. Alright. Let's see. So we're here.
Is this before the fight? It is, isn't it?
No! No. I come on. Tell me what?
Yeah, I think you just lost your fight.
How did I not save? Fireforge. Fireforge!
I don't know, man.
Pave my path with corpses.
Oh, that's such bull crap. Hey, there's a face spider egg here. Oh, that's poop. That is very deflating, Fireforge.
Yeah, it is.
They.
You were doing such a good job in the co-op of getting those saves down too.
I was. They whiz says the lure of power has corrupted those much more pure than yourself. Clearly, they whiz. The lure of power thoroughly corrupted me, blinded me to what I was doing. Oh, I'm not so sure if I have the heart to fight this out again tonight. I think I'm gonna leave this alone and just go to the Goblin Village and do some new content there. It's alright. I'm not in any rush to get that book, so let's go ahead And let's head over to the Blighted Village.
Bitches, shouldn't nature be beautiful and serene? It looks so nice in the upper city parts.
Upper City, huh? Swish. Never spent much time there myself.
I'll happily take you if we survive this bug's banquet.
Keep your hands
Sounds
off my
good.
girl.
I've always been curious what a patriarch looks like.
Fireforge, I find it so incredibly charming how the party banters actually lip sync to the character models. It's a nice little touch. Alright, what am I thinking of here? What am I looking for?
Gale's hand in your inventory still.
It is. I heard that there's a use for Gale's hand later in the game. I could be wrong about that.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Alright, there we go. I appreciate that. Let's go and check out these mugworts. At some point, I'm going to make an NPC alchemist for the party to get the most out of my reagents before I use them.
Yep.
Let's see what we have here. What is this?
What's in here?
Can we look at this thing? That's a beehive. What do we have here? What's down this path? Overturned cart. Okay, this leads to areas that we've already explored, so we can head back. So return to the bridge. A ride to the Goblin camp. 15 experience points.
Right, boss? Rib couldn't guard his nose from his fingers. Ain't fair! Now quit moaning. Ain't moaning if it's true.
See what we got here.
Goblins ahead. Look it, Claw. Supper's here. Only funnin'. Got word from Moonrise?
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
And see, there's another great moment.
Hmm.
He stops giving you crap because you're a Drugar.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're right.
Otherwise, he's way more of a. If you're not a Drugar or a Drow, he gives you way more crap.
Hmm. Interesting. Again, a real credit to Larian and how they take your character's background into account for a lot of these conversations. Let's go ahead and use Illithid Wisdom. Stand aside. Difficulty class 2. 13 succeeds.
Of course. Excusing me. Didn't know who you was.
A shadow swims across your vision, and a familiar voice tells you to be calm. You are loved.
Stand down, lads. We got a true soul coming through. Enjoy the party.
Tell me, what can I expect inside?
Lads are celebrating the raid on Joaquin's Rest. We captured a Duke, we did. All the way from the city. I'm sure the higher-ups will make sure you get the best of the spoils, Your Excelness. The boss is in the temple inside. Mithara too. And Priestess Gut can show you how many new recruits we got.
I'm looking for a druid named Halsin. Where is he?
I don't know any house in Your Excelness.
I heard he was captured breaking into this very camp.
Oh, one of them thieves? If he ain't dead, he's in the pits with the rest of them.
The pits? He couldn't be somewhere pleasant sounding, could he? Better still be alive.
Leave. Okay, we got some experience for that conversation. Karlak, goblins ahead. Let's talk to Starion.
So, Will did the right thing, and it earned him a set of horns. Let that be a lesson to us all.
I keep on forgetting that anytime something big happens, to talk to my companions.
What's on your mind?
Wow, lots of stuff with Karlak.
What do you want?
Alright. Nothing further there. Let's push into the goblin camp.
Pardon.
No time to dally.
With Shadowheart, let's go ahead and cast Eagle's Splendor on the Dark Urge.
Can't give up now. I should speak up.
Excuse.
Warrior Puce. We got Tracker Ball here.
Your worshipness.
Oh, they're very deferential to me.
What path lies before me?
Let's talk to the Sharp-Eyed Nerd here.
What are they doing over there? Chasing birds? I can see the absolute from here. I can.
We got another goblin up here.
And keep your eyes peeled.
Tracker Rindle. That's it. Short but sweet. Let's continue on our way.
Hear my voice. Obey my command.
The voice is irresistible. You recognize the overwhelming authority that you've used on others, only infinitely stronger, and turned against you. Your vision clouds, leaving you in a dark, featureless shadowscape. Nothingness in every direction. Then there are three figures before you. An armored male elf, exuding power and command. A handsome younger man with a quick, easy smile. And a pale young woman with even paler eyes.
These are my chosen. They speak for me. Aid their search for the prison, and you will be worthy to stand beside them in my presence.
You feel energy pulsing from the artifact, lifting the pain from you, pushing the voice away.
My power grows. My forces gather. The reckoning draws near.
Don't give me that look. I don't know what just happened any more than you do. We should keep going.
Nice one, Shadowheart. That thing in your pocket seems powerful as hell.
I'm gonna say, got someone explaining to do first. What is that thing you have? I'm gonna say the vision, that voice. What was it?
that was the Absolute speaking to us. But we managed to shield ourselves. We should keep moving.
Hold on. That artifact seemed to stop the voice. What is it?
It's nothing. I swear.
Intimidation. Not good enough. Explain yourself or I'll cut you loose. DC 10. Advantage. 25 should do it. Success.
Wait. I don't know what this thing is. All I know is that I've to get it to Baldur's Gate. At any cost. That's all I have for you.
What's in Baldur's Gate?
My home. The cloister of Shah followers. Hidden in the city. A group of us was sent to retrieve the artifact. Now I'm the only one left. I can't afford to fail.
Interesting. My whiz says she is lying. Alright. Save the first druid. We learned that the goblins imprisoned the survivors deep within their camp. Halsin could be held captive there if he survived. We also have an update here regarding discover the artifact secrets. The Githyanki are looking for the artifact we carry. They mentioned a Githyanki crest nearby. Perhaps you can learn more about what the artifact is there. Shadowheart carries a strange artifact that seems to protect us from a horrible voice. She stubbornly avoids the subject. We should find out more about it. We also have rescue the druid Halsin. It's the same bit of text elsewhere in our quest journal, so we'll just go ahead and close that up. Drop a save that we totally forgot to do after we defeated the Spider Queen. And enter the camp.
Sounds like they've captured themselves a bard.
A new age is dawning with goblins and trust wings.
Reckon it can fly?
Great mortals, all ginders to quake.
Too fat.
The true souls are coming. They're louder to quick. Here follow. I cry far and wide for great glory. Draw Raxlin's best. Make as a blade in the quarry.
Be you beguiling,
or be you beheaded? Goblin kind will tease you and throat you and redden.
the saucy one.
His name is Draw Raxlin, his voice absolute.
But it's massive.
His troops will disarm you and grow you the truth.
Still just a babe.
Laugh if you
It
dare,
don't feel like
recoil
messing
if you
with it
must.
at all.
A new age is dawning with goblins and trust. Mountains, great mortals, all hinders.
I love how the goblins are heckling him.
Yeah.
Ah, a stranger in a fair camp. Here follow, I cry far, with fragulous crown and with scepter abraid. Draw Rexlin, short work of the innkeeper made. The inn burnt to ash. The captives were many. Goblet kind had reduced them to cowering filfenny. So raise it, your goblets, and drain them with pride. Draw Ragslin, the true soul, had led you glide.
Fragless? Glide? I don't know this language.
Come on, you turnip!
Ha! Quite so. Now, if you'll excuse me, draw Ragslin, draw Ragslin, I am draw Ragslin, Tumptuous, draw Ragslin,
You broke him!
Wait, wait, draw Ragslin, we pray, we...
Come on, pigeon! Back to your cage!
Now, look what you've done.
I like how he's the goblin's pet almost.
Right.
Gripper, idiots! But it's massive!
Right, yes.
Still just a bit. It don't feel like messing with it is all.
She kicks him off the stage. We got an update here. Rescue Volo. We found Volo performing for the goblins under significant duress. He was led into their camp's interior by a guard. He clearly needs help. Let's talk to our man, Garat the trader here.
You look like you got something jingling in your pocket. Looking to spend it?
They Wiz says to even imagine a character like Volo in Baldur's Gate 3 all these years later after Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. What a future we live in, right? I say, quite the trope. How did you get your hands on all this?
Nicked him off the dead, didn't I?
Let's see what you have. The Doom Hammer. That's a good one. How much is it on sale for? 130. Boots of Aid and Comfort. Swiresy shoes? Okay.
Get moving. I've got other customers.
Yeah, I know you do. Take a look at this. Visibility. Who has minor illusion on them? Okay, I know what to do here.
No one stopped me yet.
So first of all, let's drop a save. And what we want to do is pop this on.
They're about to be antics.
There is about to be antics. Antics are commencing. Turn into a drow. We'll equip the Shadow of Menza Ranzan again. And let's think. Oh, he does move. Oh, nope. There he is. Okay. Gotcha. So we kind of let's experiment a little bit with this.
Careful.
Starion has minor illusion. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and then turn.
Is that blood? No. Never mind. All right. What now?
Who has to yet end turn? Yeah, and turned, and turned into Shadowheart. Let's see what happens. They all move forwards. Okay, we need to keep on pushing forward with that minor illusion.
This way.
Right there.
I've got a long road ahead.
Okay, now we have an opening here with the Dark Urge. So we can go ahead and pickpocket right away. Let's go and unhook our characters like that. Cunning action hide. What the poop? Why did he turn around like that? That failed. Have them all come forwards to that cat. Okay.
A long way to go still.
Back up. Not Shadowheart, Astarion. Throw down another minor illusion. Adventurers, please join me in welcoming Mr. Methodical. Speaking of shenanigans.
What to do?
Welcome to the Wyvern's Lair, Mr. Methodical. Okay, let's try the cunning action hide again.
Out of sight, out of mind.
And now we can throw down an F5 and pickpocket this guy. Let's go. Target 3. Steal that. Steal the greatsword. Great club. War pick.
Nice.
Potion of healing. Potion of greater healing.
Not up for trading today, I'm afraid.
Gloves of archery.
What to take?
Boots of aid and comfort. Swiresy shoes.
Discount.
Turning pike.
I can take what I please.
The Doom Hammer.
Surely no one will notice.
Hide armor +2. Not proficient, unfortunately. Could be good for a Gloomstalker.
Well, that's interesting.
Camp supplies.
Interesting selection.
Raw steak.
Little bit of this, little bit of that.
Sunmelon. Mr. Methodical says, is this your first time playing the Dark Urge? Kinda. You want to explain it, Fireforge?
Wyvern had gotten a ways in, I think, basically just into Act 2, or just about into Act 2. And unfortunately, he had a computer failure, and he lost a whole bunch of stuff. He lost some co-op playthroughs that I'm a part of. Yeah, he lost these save files, so unfortunately, he had to restart. He's definitely seen all of Act 1. So this portion is a little bit of repeat. So eventually we'll get to new Wyvern content.
Yeah.
But this first act is kind of is going to be a little bit of repeats.
Couldn't have said it better myself. So that's exactly what happened, Mr. Methodical. So this basically is the first time I am playing the Dark Urge, but I've seen a lot of Act 1. On my aborted playthrough, if you will. Adventurers, please join me in welcoming Cole to the Wyvern's Lair, saying, "Oh my God, this is nuts."
So I do have to ask, Wyvern.
Yeah.
What is your sleight of hand proficiency?
Like in my character right now?
Yeah.
I think I got like a. Yeah.
Because that's crazy that you just went through all that. Like, I'm lucky in most of my character, and even my bard, who's got a lot of decks.
+9.
Oh, you got a +9. Holy cow. Okay.
Yeah, that's what helps it out right there.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's see. I just hope that when he realizes he's been robbed, he doesn't go after the rest of my party here and turn.
That usually ends up being the problem, is that they all just like realize all of a sudden, hey, I've been robbed, and then they start running around and yelling at people.
Right. So
and
let's go ahead.
Then you have to negotiate your way out of it.
We'll turn invisible right away.
With haste.
And move forwards. And with everyone else, just run their butts off.
I ought to speak. This way.
Cole, how are you doing? Alright, let's keep on going. Move, move, move. Everyone's got to run. And turn. And turn. Karlak. Keep on moving. Wow, Karlak can make tracks. And turn. Grat, the trader, should realize he's been robbed from. We'll keep on moving with Karlak. Cole says, rough. Nice for the distraction. Thanks for streaming, of course. My pleasure. My pleasure, my friend. I am sorry that you're feeling a little rough on your end. Welcome to the Wyvern's Lair, where you put your troubles aside and hopefully just kick back, relax, and enjoy some good gaming with myself and my good friend Flint Fireforge here, who's keeping me company. Thank you for keeping me company, Flint. Anytime you're feeling too tired and you head to bed, please do so. I know it's getting a little late on your end. Let's go ahead and
yeah, it is. I'm doing all right for now, though. I'm enjoying the show like usual.
All right, good. Gratz realized he's been robbed from. What happened here? What happened here, Grat? Cole says, "Yay, Flint!" I think that's generally the vibe when people realize Fireforge is here with me. Oh, that wasn't too hard at all.
No, that didn't end up being bad at all.
That was a good haul.
Excellent.
That was a really good haul. Let's send all this to the returning pipe. We can send to Karlak. It's gonna be good for her barbarian. What's this? Longbow +1. Sent to camp. All this regular stuff we can send to camp here. The Doomhammer. Jeez. We should hang out the Doomhammer. I'll send that to Karlak.
It's nice to keep a bludgeoning weapon on your paladin or barbarians for those like the walls and doors and stuff that you occasionally have to bash through.
Yeah, very true. Let's see, more pick and whoops. Send all that to the camp. Boots of Aid and Comfort. Send that to Shadowheart. Time being. Jumping distance increased by 1.5 meters. Acrobatics +1. Acrobatics is dexterity or strength? Let's take a look at my character sheet here.
Acrobatics is dex.
Yeah.
Athletics is strength. Yep.
Swarzy shoes. What else could I be wearing? Gloves of power. I guess I could be wearing these things for the time being. Oh, look at that! They're not invisible. That's funny. Those of archery, you gain proficiency with longbows and short bows. In addition, your ranged weapon attacks deal additional 2 damage. It's not bad actually for my character here when I'm not thieving. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. Spurred band. Sure, we're happy with this.
Very well.
Okay, let's form up the troops. We'll go for another 40 minutes, and then I'll call it a stream because it is getting late at my end. I'm actually feeling a little fatigued myself. So let's continue to poke around and see what this place has for us.
Yeah, and you've had a double stream, so you've been busy tonight.
I have been. Rusher. Let's go ahead and drop a save. Send that to the camp. Send all these camp supplies over to the camp. Let's talk to the bugbear here. Bao Eknuk.
I ain't paid to talk. Keep walking.
Let's talk to these goblins here.
Gotta listen to Crusher. He gets mad if you don't. Mad!
Swallow Tiny.
What? Get! Oh, sorry. I didn't know I was talking to.
Tracker Curse.
Oh, excuse me, Mr. Drow.
Shadowheart says, Statue Selune. This ruin must have been dedicated to her. We got Crusher here.
Excuse me. If you have a drow inside, planning and such.
Oh, interesting. You see that? Fireforge.
That's cool. That's cool.
Because usually he talks a lot of guff at you, right? But because we're drow, they're all very deferential. That's so cool. Mr. Methodical says, have you beat the game ever? Oh, far from it, Mr. Methodical. Fireforge has beaten the game a couple of times, I think.
Yes.
Shadowheart says, more heretical symbols, of course. Carly says, getting Halcyon out of here is going to be a real treat. Let's talk to these,
Hey, can I see your brand? The priestess gave me one. I think she did it wrong.
Gurk. Priestess. Is she a healer too?
Seen her carve more folk than she's cured. Still, she's a chosen of the Absolute now. Hold on. I was asking you something, wasn't I?
shrug and leave. We got Brawler Rod here.
What's holding up the game? Owlbear ain't dead, is it?
Like his facial expression. We got Tracker Clagga here.
Greetings, your most excellent drowners. What do you think of these breeches? Could be a new uniform.
I'm gonna say, they're just pants.
Really good pants, though, ain't they? I thought so, anyhow. Maybe they're a bit loose. That's because I keep myself in shape. Not like that chunky dwarf I nicked them off.
The dwarf, did he have anything on him besides pants?
Dunno. Was already stripped down to his breeches when I got my hands on him. Had a couple of coins in the pockets and some daft poem. But that's all.
I love poetry. Can I see?
Of course. I'm thinking of selling it. Reckon it's worth anything, boss?
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
Drow. I didn't make myself clear. Give it to me now.
Right you are, boss. I hope you enjoy it.
That's so cool. It's good to be Drow here in the Goblin camp. They Wiz says, I'm still stalled at the end of Act 1. And Mr. Methodical says, Gwar, how are you stalled? Dwarf Poem. A eulogy for a Selûnite who died in the dark below. Notes about a door in the temple are written in the margins. Let's go ahead and read it. A son of Selûne fell here in the dark below, and we sealed his grave with her holy glow. May the full moon never touch the stars once more. May darkness never conquer the moon maiden's door. A note is scrawled in the margins. Found the door in the temple. Think the moon's turned, but which way? A cluster of stars and lunar phases are sketched beneath. It's for the puzzle here. Updated. Find the night song. We discovered a clue about the night song, a poem about Selûne that mentions a door under the temple. What is hidden beneath the Goblin camp?
What if they only knew?
They Wiz says I played 500 hours of early access, and no, I should just push through to the new content in Act 2, but stalled in Grimforge. Spent more time trying to avoid spoilers than it would take to finish the game, I think. Fortunately, I'm here in Act 1, since it's a safe territory for They Wiz. It's not the tracker pulley.
You know, and for me, Grimforge was a really hard area. Like, I had trouble finding my way around and figuring out what actually was necessary to do down there. And now that I've gone through it, you know, in game a bunch of times, just takes a little bit of practice, I think.
Drow, are you always so disobedient?
Sorry, your lordship. Didn't mean nothing by it. I'm here to serve.
Mr. Methodical says, what in Grimforge do you need help with? Tracker Greeka.
Sorry, sir. Meat ain't ready yet. Dwarves take an age to roast.
I'm so offended.
Where did you find a dwarf?
He found us. Don't know what he was doing here or where he came from. Lads inside are trying to get answers out of one of his mates.
Was one of his mates a druid?
Nah, druids are all beardy and woodsy, ain't they? This lot were a scabby gang of tomb robbers. Had a big old war bear with them, though. Took 5 of our meanest lashes to chain it up. We'll beat the fight out of it and make it one of our own.
I can get you answers. Where's the prisoner?
Thanks, sir. He'll probably spill his guts as soon as he claps eyes on ya. He's inside. Keep to the right and follow the screams.
It is so cool that it's a drow character here, or disguised as a drow character. They react entirely differently because they are, in fact, led by a drow character, Mithara.
Right.
Back attack.
Having a drink. It's all the sweeter when it's free, innit?
Drow. I'd rather drink Drider Venom.
That's some fancy elf brew, is it? Never know, might have it. We lifted all sorts from that inn before we burned it. Chosen to hear.
Well, I would say it's not really. I beat Nier and just kind of lost motivation to continue. I'll get back to it at some point. But it's really nice to watch a safe stream from a great content creator over the holidays. You're kind. I whiz. Brawler Rot. I always think that I have the most low effort YouTube channel on YouTube.
What's holding up the game? Owlbear ain't dead, is it?
Trap Sharp Eye Aggie.
Drink's going straight through me.
The only cure is drinking more, as fast as you can.
That's the plan, mister. We looted an entire inn. Brought back enough booze to drown a dragon. Here's to them we nicked it off. Down one mug of ale for every throat we cut.
Alright, we got this Owlbear race that I'm just going to skip. I couldn't be bothered with it, really, at this point. Let's talk to Warrior Soul, though.
Well, now, you look like a tough one, but have you got smarts, skills, guts?
Let's say I can handle myself just fine. If you have a point, why don't you just get to it?
Don't hang about, do ya? Maybe that serves you well out fighting beasties, but this ain't that. This is chicken chasing.
Well, for starters, that's no chicken. It's an owlbear.
It's got feathers, don't it? A beak. Besides, I reckon it owes us, seeing as how it just ate our last chicken. Reckon it owes us a game. You want to hear the rules or not?
I have better things to do than chase poultry.
Oh, come on now. Don't be scared. It's a simple game. That's what makes it beautiful. You just got to chase the chicken through the course to the posts there, right? Got to do it fast and got to do it alone. Any of your mates step in, you lose. Time runs out, you lose. Simple, like I say, but not easy. Better contenders than you have been bested by that bird.
Let's say... Seems easy enough.
Fancy yourself, do you? Care to pin that claim down with some coin?
I have no desire to gamble.
Then you don't want to play. This game ain't for rattleguts that don't believe in themselves.
If we're going to bet, we may as well go all in.
Cocky, eh? Maybe you've got the skill to back it up. Or maybe I'm about to make a heap of coin. Let's get a crowd going and find out, eh?
Alright, let's go ahead and drop a save. Let's go and add a little bit of advantage to ourselves. Drink a potion of animal speaking.
Go on, getting close to the beast. If he bites, just bite him back. Chase!
Hurt me. Run. Where?
Persuasion. See those posts? Run toward them. Activity class 15. Here we go. 18 does it. Like Wiz says, watching Wolf chase that chicken was a lot of fun.
Safe. There. Run.
Let's go. Let's go, little owlbear. Heck yeah.
That's the game done. Come here.
Alright. We did it. Let's talk to Krolla here.
Well, looky! That thing works even better in a chicken. Reckon we won't eat it after all.
Hand over my winnings.
Pardon? You're what? Think you misunderstood, mate. Ain't no winnings, 'cause only a goblin can win chicken chase. Says so in the rules.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
Intimidation. You mistook that request. You mistook that for a request. My coin now. Ooh, drow. Goblins know how to keep a civil tongue in the Underdark. Granted, most of them are slaves. I'm very tempted to choose the drow response here. Let's just check it out.
The Underdark? I've had litter mates disappear down there. Here, your coin. We're only a joke. Rules. A joke is all. No offense meant.
Did we get any winnings from that? No, I don't think we did. Oh, man. Okay. Alright. Well, that was an experience. Mr. Methodical says, what's your favorite class? I'm still arguably discovering the game for myself, Mr. Methodical, so I don't know if I have a favorite class. Firepoint, how about yourself?
Boy. You know, I would really initially lean towards Paladin. You know, it's very strong. It's got a lot of utility. But I gotta say, after playing this run that I have right now and playing this this Bard Rogue, I am really appreciating what that Bard can do. It's got a lot of useful tools, and I don't generally. So I'm more of a you know, force it down the bad guys' throats type thing. I don't do a lot of fancy dancy stuff. But I'm enjoying this run a lot. I've really enjoyed Warlock as well. I think it's got a lot of fun little things that you can do with it, whether you play it utility, play it as kind of a mini caster, whether you play around with the Pack of the Blade and mess around with that stuff. It's got a lot of fun stuff you can do with it too. Those are probably my three favorites.
Mr. Methodical says, mine is Warlock. I play normal Dungeons & Dragons and have always loved the Warlock. And They Wiz says, I can't get away from Wizard. I always play Wizard. Sad. Hey, it's in the handle. And I actually really enjoy Wizards in 5th edition myself, Thy Wiz. We got, They Wiz. We got a star in here, respect to say, Evocation Wizard, in fact. Let's talk to Guard Gurgit here.
No, go inside. Inside. Boring.
Let's go inside.
Let's see what this does.
But it's boring.
Bloody racket.
Where's everyone?
Oh, you're all
Come on,
separate
guys.
from the chicken race.
Yep. Come on over. Got an update for the Night Song. We discovered a clue about the Night Song, a poem about Selûne that mentions a door under the temple. What is hidden beneath the Goblin camp? Oh, we reached the temple that is rumored to contain the Night Song. We should search for it. Okay.
I have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Selûne. As if mingling with a horde of goblins wasn't bad enough. Let's do what we have to do, then get out of here.
Not your usual haunt, I take it.
Quite the understatement, but yes. Let's not linger in this place any more than necessary.
Just having a bit of fun.
Oi! Ain't no party in here. We're doing the Absolute's work.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Illithid wisdom. I'm not here to talk to a lowly guard. Go to class 2. 15. Does it?
Something stirs deep within you, hungry and alert. It's taking something you'll never get back.
Oh, beg pardon. You must be here to join the other true souls. Please, go right ahead.
Alright. Let's go ahead and leave. We got a nice XP boost. We gotta drop our invisibility.
They're just having a bit of fun.
There we go.
So much fun that those thieves almost got past.
Let's talk.
We got 'em now, eh? And once the whelp starts singing, we'll know who sent them.
Might be we'll pay him a visit in return. That'll be some real fun.
Let's talk to Warrior Trinzus.
Forgive the reception. Had some intruders a while back. Can't be too careful.
Was there a druid among these intruders?
A druid? Can't be sure. Got one of them chained up below, though. Just follow the hollering.
Alright. Let's talk to Warrior Nrog.
Being boozing won't make the branding go any easier. I tried.
Warrior Sig.
Oh, smell that meat sizzling. Can't tell if it's the branding or the party. Making me bloody hungry either way.
We got 'em
Warrior
now,
Fezzik.
eh? And once
It's good you ain't causing trouble. Boss means business now he's got the Absolute in his ear.
That'll be some real fun.
Speaking of,
Do you hear the Absolute's voice? Do you feel her inside you?
I only hear her through you, priestess.
That's because she chose me. You're not worthy yet.
Don't matter if you're a slave or a king. Drow will pluck out your eyes if you look at it wrong.
Are you ready for the Absolute's mark on your flesh?
Yeah. And then I'll hear her voice.
You're too feeble. Her voice is a blade. It'd cut your brain to bits.
just taking a look at all these interactions the Princess Gut has with her Goblin companions. I think that's it.
The fact that they even add those that you can sit and listen to is just fun.
It is.
Smells like burnt flesh in here.
Let's talk to Devout Muzzle.
Look at this. That's God's mark.
We got Devout Mrak.
And you here to get branded too? Priestess reckons we should get marked up before the next raid. Make sure whoever we're sticking it to knows we're doing it for the Absolute. How you doing?
How you doing? Tracker to Zod.
Look, your lordship. Priestess Gut burned me good.
Alright, and that's it. I think the ceremony here is over. Let's talk to True Soul Gut.
Absolute. Now here's somebody special. The Absolute has touched you, hasn't she? Priestess Gut needs to touch you too. Hold out your arm so I can mark your flesh.
I'm gonna say, I assume this mark has a purpose.
Shows our devotion to the absolute. These maggots see how strong we are with her guidance. Whole camp will be branded soon, and you should be too. You ready? Brace yourself. This'll sting.
Hold out your hand.
Hold still.
As pain muddles your thoughts, your minds become entangled. The familiar sensation. She, too, carries a parasite. Darkness seems to swallow the temple, leaving you with a vision of the Goblin priestess receiving instruction from a handsome young man, one of the chosen. The vision dissolves away. You stand before the Goblin priestess in the temple once again.
Push deeper into her mind.
Her faith floods into you, a tide of shuddering ecstasy. Her tadpole nestles within that mania, secure, hidden.
I feel you in there, digging around. Works both ways. And I saw some weird shadows swimming around in your head just now. Maybe I can help with that. Us true souls gotta look out for one another.
Can we talk privately? This is a sensitive matter.
Of course. Don't want this rabble interfering with true soul business. Let's go to my chapel.
Alright. We're marked, so now we can use the gloves of power here. Blessed by Priestess Gut, these gauntlets provide additional aid to any who bear the Absolute's mark upon their flesh. On a hit with a weapon attack, possibly inflict a 1d4 penalty to the target's attack rolls and saving throws. That's very welcome. We're also going to go ahead and equip our Scissor Dagger. And let's get in another weapon here too. Gosh, what should it be? Let me put it in. Let's go to the camp. Take a look at my treasure chest here. It's the mirror. Old Man Withers. Where's my chest? Oh, it's here? There it is.
No traps, please.
My traveler's chest. That take all button's so dangerous, Fireforge.
It can be. I think most people have done that once or twice.
Yeah, at least. Let's see. We're looking for speedy reply. Short sword of first blood. We'll take that. And put that here. Perfect. Looking good. Leave camp. Drop a save. Let's pay a visit to Princess Gut. There's my Lady Roa Moonglow.
Mm-hmm.
Oi, come here. I ain't waiting around. Ready to clear your head?
What exactly are you going to do?
Whatever the Absolute tells me to. Don't worry, she loves you. I can tell.
Alright, I'm ready.
Smart. All you need to do is open yourself to the Absolute. And I'll do the rest. Don't want anyone peeping on private matters, so... There we go. Secret and safe. Well, secret.
Scion
Seal your mind against the intrusion.
It's all slippery in there. What are you hiding?
Shut her out completely.
This ain't right. Why are you resisting me if you're one with the Absolute?
You repel her mental probes, concealing your memories.
There's something wicked burrowed in your brain. I can't get a grip on it. Let's start praying for help.
Oh, interesting. That's never happened before. We repel.
No, she
Pizza's
usually
guts.
attacks you.
We repel Pizza's guts mental probe. Not capable of understanding what ailed us, she told us she couldn't help. Interesting. Alright, well, we kind of need this to happen, so let's go ahead and hide.
Your violence hasn't gone unnoticed. It's about to be returned in kind.
Raven says, what the fresh hell is this? Off we go.
The priestess is slain, and the horde is weaker for it.
Alright, we got a Mind Flayer Parasite Specimen. Hanging suspended in murky slime, the living tadpole looks like some hideous cousin to the slug, only gorgeous and slick with the remnants of brain fluid. We'll pick that up. We got a priestess's key. The star-like symbol etched into the handle of this key is nearly worn away. We got a rancid note. Stiff and crinkled, this paper carries a powerful stench. Let's go ahead and read it. That Slobberchops druid who was nosing around ain't just some tomb robbing adventure type. Calls his Zelf Halsin. Ugly name for an ugly bastard. I had a little word or two with him before the lashers put his hairy ass in the pens. Said he thinks there's something rotten inside us, inside me. Reckons he can help get rid of the rot. I told him we don't need any help from nobody. Never did. And especially not now the Absolute's taken a shine to us. I says there'll be something rotten inside him soon enough. There's a lot of rancid meat down in the pens, and when we cut him open, I'll make sure he stays alive long enough for the maggots to make a nest of him. Adventurers, please join me in welcoming our good friend Raven to the Wyvern's Lair. An Absolute's talisman, stained by blood and gifted to only the most faithful of the true souls to help preserve their lives. If the wearer bears the Absolute brand, they have advantage on death saving throws. Situationally interesting. Absolute's warboard. If the wielder bears the Absolute's brand, they get a +1 bonus to saving throws. Blood is smeared across the shield's face, exalting wielders who bear the Absolute's mark. We got a crude mace, we can send that to the camp. We got a scroll, burning hands, potion of sleep, potion of healing. All that's coming with us. And I think this is where I'm going to leave the stream because I am exhausted.
Yeah, I'm starting to get there too, man.
I hear you, Fireforge. Raven, what do you mean by what the fresh hell is this? This is Baldur's Gate 3, Raven. What else would it be? Flint Fireforge, my great friend, thank you so much for keeping me company on the latest adventure of Baldur's Gate 3 here on my channel. I appreciate it, my brother.
I'm always a pleasure to be here. Always a pleasure to be here. No problem at all. You said, like you, I got hall pass this week. I got nothing going on. What would I want to do more than hang out with my great friend and take part in a playthrough of the game of the year?
Fireforge, you make my stream experience better with your company. Thank you so much for sticking around. Let me go ahead and express my gratitude to all the adventurers who we have here in the live stream chat. What would it be without your presence here too? The conversations, the thoughts that you share with me, the advice. I'm grateful for all of it. Raven, thy Wizguar, Mr. Methodical. Thank you for showing up, Mr. Methodical. Hope to see you here again. Cole, I hope you have a better day tomorrow and a better week ahead. Who else do we got here? Wild Mike, Lily Pandasaurus, Lisa, Harry Broadus, Cupid Stunt. See, I got the name right. Sa, Velocious Rex Donald, and Hollow. Thank you, one and all. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.